Complacency is a state of mind. It's not a place in life. If I look back at my life just over the past 5 to 7 years, I know for a fact that I'm twice the man I was. When I went through my divorce in 2017, I wasn't the man I am today. That divorce tempered me and it turned me into the man that I am now. I wouldn't even recognize myself. I don't even think that 26, 27-year-old me would even, and that's 8, 9 years ago, would even feel comfortable standing shoulder to shoulder with a guy like who I am today. I've been through an immense amount of physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual growth and have elevated myself further than I believed during my 20s was even fucking possible. But I want you guys to understand that regardless of where you are in your life today, it's 100% possible to hold space and become complacent. If you're not progressing, if you're not growing, if you're not improving, or pushing the envelope in some way every single fucking day, you're sliding backwards. You are becoming less relevant. You're squandering the opportunity that God has given you. Holding space is not good enough. I'm not telling you this from a fucking pulpit or a pedestal where I think I'm better than you. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I've fucking been there. I've been in a place where I've allowed my ego and my past accomplishments and the number of men that I've helped and the impact that I've created in the world to give me this sense of self-righteous entitlement where I feel like it's okay for me to hold space. It's not good enough. Most of my life I struggle with depression. And most of my life I've also been, quote unquote, relatively successful with pretty much everything I've done. Successful in sports. If you've read my book, I have a story about that. Fuck, I have a book. How many people have that? I run my own business. We did $700,000 in revenue last year, which is great. It's not what we did the year before, but it's still phenomenal. Way more than most people can even fucking imagine. But the truth is, I've also struggled with depression, and I can tell you right now, the reason for that is because just like potential is objective, so is stagnance, so is complacency. Depression comes from lack of purpose, being in the same place for too long, and lack of personal growth. And when you're not fulfilled, when you're not in pursuit of something, you struggle with depression. I've struggled with depression to the point where I've attempted suicide more than once. Regardless of your past achievements, when you're not in pursuit of a greater purpose or goal for yourself, you don't feel fulfilled. And because you're not fulfilled, you struggle with depression. It doesn't matter what you've achieved in the past or what you've overcame and the obstacles that you've conquered. Realize that all of those challenges in your life, those traumas and those hardships and the things that you feel fulfilled or accomplished because you overcame them, they were just tempering you to become the man that you needed to become to face the challenges, hardships, and obstacles of today. Your next step. So listen, going into 2023, no, you know what? Fuck that. Starting now, let's make the commitment that we're going to stop playing small. Focus on winning today and have faith that the life we want to create is within grasp. And put action towards creating that. Stop settling. Stop negotiating. Stop creating excuses. And have a relentless drive that doesn't negotiate with anyone or anything, including yourself.